Long before Facebook connected billions of people, before Meta became one of the world's largest technology companies, before becoming one of the richest entrepreneurs in history, Mark Zuckerberg was simply a curious boy who loved computers. He was born on May 14, 1984, in White Plains, New York. He grew up in nearby Dobbs Ferry with his parents. His father, Edward Zuckerberg, was a dentist. His mother, Karen Zuckerberg, worked as a psychiatrist before focusing on raising the family. Education and curiosity were always encouraged at home. From a very young age, Mark became fascinated by technology. While many children spent hours playing video games, Mark wanted to understand how computers actually worked. He wasn't satisfied with simply using software, he wanted to build it. His father noticed his growing interest. To support him, Edward introduced Mark to computers at an early age. Soon, programming became more than just a hobby, it became an obsession. Mark learned programming languages while still in elementary school. He quickly advanced beyond beginner lessons. His parents hired a private software tutor because they realized his abilities were far beyond those of most children his age. Even experienced programmers were surprised by how quickly he learned. By middle school, Mark was already creating useful computer programs. One of his earliest projects was called ZuckNet. He built it for his father's dental office. The software allowed computers throughout the office and home to communicate instantly. Staff members could send messages without leaving their desks. Years before modern messaging apps became common, young Mark had already created his own communication system. His creativity continued growing. He experimented with software, games, artificial intelligence, and communication tools. Programming became a natural language for him. Every new project taught him something new. Every mistake became another lesson. Later, Mark attended Phillips Exeter Academy, one of America's most prestigious private schools. There he excelled academically. Although programming remained his greatest passion, he also studied mathematics, science, classical literature, history, and multiple languages. Teachers quickly recognized his extraordinary intelligence. He won awards in mathematics and science. Programming competitions became another opportunity to demonstrate his remarkable abilities. His software projects attracted attention far beyond the classroom. Technology companies became interested in his work. Some businesses even offered to purchase software he had created while still in high school. Others offered him employment before he had even graduated. But Mark had different plans. He wanted to continue learning. He wanted to build something much bigger. After graduating from Phillips Exeter Academy, he enrolled at Harvard University, one of the world's most prestigious universities. He studied computer science and psychology. Even at Harvard, his reputation spread quickly. Students knew him as an exceptional programmer. Professors admired his technical abilities. Friends often asked him for help with programming projects. He became known as one of the most talented young developers on campus. Mark constantly worked on new ideas. Late nights became normal. His dorm room often looked more like a software laboratory than a student's bedroom. Laptops, computer screens, programming books, coffee cups, whiteboards filled with ideas. He enjoyed solving difficult problems. Every challenge became another opportunity to create something new. Few people realized that inside that small Harvard dormitory, one of the most important technology companies in history was about to be born. The boy who loved computers was only getting started. By the time Mark Zuckerberg arrived at Harvard University, he was already known as an exceptional programmer. But he had no idea that one project would change the internet forever. Life at Harvard inspired a simple observation: students wanted an easier way to connect online. There was no single platform where everyone could create a profile, communicate, and stay connected with classmates. Mark believed he could build one. In early 2004, working from his Harvard dorm room, he began writing the code. Long nights became normal. His laptop was surrounded by notebooks, coffee cups, and programming books. Every line of code brought the idea closer to reality. Then on February 4, 2004, he launched metaverse.com. At first, it was available only to Harvard students. The concept was simple. Students could create personal profiles, upload photos, share information, connect with classmates, and communicate online. Nobody expected what happened next. Within just 24 hours, hundreds of Harvard students had registered. Within weeks, thousands were using the platform every day. Students loved it. They invited friends. Friends invited classmates. The network expanded almost automatically. Soon other universities wanted access. First came Yale, then Stanford, Columbia, MIT, and dozens of other colleges. Facebook spread rapidly across American campuses. Every new university added thousands of users. Growth became explosive. Mark quickly realized this was much bigger than a student project. To support the growing platform, he and several teammates made a bold decision. They left Harvard, packed their computers, and moved to Silicon Valley in California. The company rented a small house in Palo Alto. The house became both office and home. Developers worked day and night. Whiteboards covered the walls. New features were released constantly. Every week brought improvements. The goal was simple: make Facebook faster, better, and easier to use. As user numbers continued rising, investors became interested. Some of Silicon Valley's biggest venture capital firms recognized Facebook as enormous potential. The company received its first major investments. Those investments allowed Facebook to hire engineers, expand infrastructure, purchase servers, and continue growing. Every new investment increased the company's value, yet something remarkable happened. Large corporations began making offers to buy Facebook. Some offers reached hundreds of millions of dollars, later billions of dollars. For many entrepreneurs, selling would have been the obvious decision. Mark Zuckerberg refused. He believed Facebook could become something much larger. He wasn't building a company simply to sell it. He wanted to build a platform used by people everywhere. That long-term vision surprised many investors, but Mark remained confident. Facebook continued expanding. Soon it was no longer limited to universities. High school students joined, then businesses. Eventually, anyone over a certain age with an email address could create an account. Growth accelerated even further. Millions became tens of millions. Tens of millions became hundreds of millions. Facebook expanded into Europe, Asia, South America, Africa, Australia, and nearly every country on Earth. People used Facebook to reconnect with friends, share family photos, build businesses, promote ideas, create communities, and communicate instantly across continents. The platform fundamentally changed how people interacted online. It also transformed digital advertising. Businesses discovered they could reach highly targeted audiences. Small companies gained access to customers around the world. Advertising became more efficient than ever before. Facebook's revenue grew rapidly. The startup that began inside a Harvard dormitory had become one of the fastest growing technology companies in history. By focusing on long-term growth rather than short-term profits, many people ask one question: how did Mark Zuckerberg become one of the richest people in the world? The answer surprises many people. He did not become rich from a huge salary. He became rich because he owned a large part of the company he created. When Facebook was founded in 2004, Mark kept a significant ownership stake. As Facebook continued growing, the value of his shares increased dramatically. This is how many technology entrepreneurs build enormous fortunes. They create a company, keep ownership, grow the business for many years, and allow the value of their shares to increase. Instead of selling Facebook early, Mark continued investing in its future. Every new user increased the platform's value. Every new feature attracted more people. Every improvement helped the business grow. The biggest source of Meta's revenue became digital advertising. Billions of people use Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, and now Threads. Every day people spend hours using these platforms. Businesses pay Meta to show advertisements to those users. This advertising business generates tens of billions of dollars every year. Because Meta owns some of the world's largest social media platforms, companies of every size advertise there. Small local businesses, global corporations, online stores, restaurants, fashion brands, technology companies, automobile manufacturers, streaming services, and millions of other advertisers. Every advertisement contributes to Meta's revenue. As advertising income increased, the company's value continued rising. When Facebook became a publicly traded company, its market capitalization expanded dramatically. As Meta's stock price increased, Mark Zuckerberg's personal wealth increased with it. He remained the company's largest shareholder. That ownership became the foundation of his fortune. But Mark did not stop with Facebook. He believed the company needed to continue growing. One of his smartest business decisions came in 2012. Meta acquired Instagram. At the time, many people questioned paying approximately $1 billion for a photo-sharing app. Years later, Instagram became one of the world's most valuable social media platforms. Billions of users now use Instagram every month. The acquisition became one of the greatest technology investments in history. Another major decision followed. In 2014, Facebook purchased WhatsApp. The deal was worth approximately $19 billion. Again, many critics believed the price was too high. Today, WhatsApp connects billions of people around the world. The platform became another key part of Meta's global ecosystem. Messenger continued expanding. Instagram kept growing. WhatsApp became essential for communication. Threads entered the social media market. Together, these platforms created one of the largest digital ecosystems on Earth. Mark also invested heavily in the future. Meta spent billions developing artificial intelligence, machine learning, virtual reality, augmented reality, the metaverse, smart glasses, and advanced computing technologies. Some investments required years before producing results. Mark believed long-term innovation would define the next generation of technology. Another important lesson comes from ownership. Technology founders rarely become billionaires because of salaries. Instead, they build companies, keep ownership, and allow those businesses to appreciate in value. Every successful product, every new customer, every innovation, every profitable year increases the value of the company. That increase also raises the value of the founder's shares. Mark Zuckerberg's fortune grew primarily because Meta became more valuable, not because he withdrew enormous amounts of cash. Modern technology entrepreneurs often follow the same model: build a product, attract users, generate revenue, expand globally, develop new technologies, reinvest profits, increase company value, retain ownership. When Facebook became one of the world's largest social networks, many people believed the company had already reached its peak. Mark Zuckerberg believed the opposite. He knew technology never stands still. Every successful company must continue evolving or eventually fall behind. Instead of protecting Facebook, Mark decided to reinvent it. His first major strategic decision came in 2012. Facebook acquired Instagram for approximately $1 billion. At the time, many analysts called the purchase too expensive. Instagram had only a small team, very little revenue, and far fewer users than Facebook. But Mark saw something others did not. He believed mobile photography and visual communication would become the future of social media. History proved him right. Instagram eventually grew into one of the world's largest social platforms. Today, billions of people use Instagram every month. Businesses, creators, athletes, celebrities, and entrepreneurs depend on it every day. Only 2 years later, another historic acquisition followed. In 2014, Facebook purchased WhatsApp for approximately $19 billion. Again, many people questioned the price. Why spend billions on a messaging application? Mark believed messaging would become one of the world's most important forms of communication. Today, WhatsApp connects billions of users across more than 180 countries. It has become one of the largest messaging platforms on Earth. Facebook also continued developing Messenger, video calls, business messaging, payments, artificial intelligence. Messenger evolved far beyond simple text communication. Every acquisition strengthened the company's ecosystem: Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp. Each platform served different audiences, but together they formed one of the most powerful technology ecosystems in history. Then Mark made another bold decision. In 2021, Facebook officially changed its corporate name. The company became Meta Platforms. The new name reflected a much larger vision. Mark believed the future of the internet would move beyond smartphones. He envisioned an immersive digital world called the metaverse. To build that future, Meta invested billions of dollars into new technologies: virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, digital avatars, immersive communication, and next-generation computing. Through Reality Labs, Meta developed hardware and software for virtual experiences. One of the company's biggest investments became Oculus. Meta acquired Oculus in 2014 for approximately $2 billion. The goal was ambitious: create affordable virtual reality devices for millions of people. The company introduced increasingly advanced VR headsets. Developers created virtual worlds. Businesses experimented with digital workspaces. Gamers explored entirely new experiences. Education, healthcare, training, engineering, entertainment all began exploring virtual reality applications. At the same time, artificial intelligence became another major priority. Meta invested billions into AI research, advanced recommendation systems, content moderation, language models, image generation, video understanding, and intelligent assistants. Artificial intelligence now supports nearly every Meta platform, helping billions of users discover content, communicate, create, and interact more efficiently. Competition became more intense every year. Meta faced challenges from some of the world's biggest technology companies. Google dominated online search and digital advertising. Apple controlled the smartphone ecosystem. Microsoft expanded its cloud and iBusinesses. TikTok rapidly captured young audiences. New competitors appeared constantly. Rather than slowing down, Meta continued investing. Research, engineering, infrastructure, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, cloud computing, security, and new consumer technologies. Billions of dollars flowed into innovation every year. Some projects succeeded immediately, others required years of development. Mark accepted that not every investment would succeed. He believed long-term innovation always required experimentation. Today, Meta operates one of the largest technology ecosystems in history. Its platforms connect billions of people every day. Businesses advertise, families communicate, creators earn income, companies build communities, and millions of entrepreneurs use Meta as products to grow their businesses. What began as a small social network inside a Harvard dormitory has become one of the world's largest technology empires. Meta continues shaping social media, digital communication, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, online advertising, creator economies, and the future of the internet itself. Mark Zuckerberg understood something that many entrepreneurs never realize. Building one successful company is extraordinary. Continuously reinventing that company may be even more difficult. That commitment to innovation transformed Facebook into Meta and turned one social network into one of the most influential technology companies on Earth. Every generation has entrepreneurs who change an industry. Only a few change the entire world. Mark Zuckerberg is one of those people. What started as a small website built inside a Harvard dorm room eventually connected billions of people across every continent. His story proves that one simple idea can grow into one of the most valuable companies in history. When Facebook first launched, it was created only for Harvard students. Nobody imagined it would become a platform used by people in almost every country on Earth. Students, families, businesses, governments, celebrities, athletes, creators, and entrepreneurs all eventually became part of the same digital ecosystem. As Facebook expanded, it transformed the way people communicate. Photos, messages, videos, communities, businesses, news, advertising. Everything changed. Social media became one of the most powerful industries in modern history. Mark Zuckerberg did not stop after Facebook became successful. He continued expanding the company. Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Threads, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, the metaverse. Every new project represented another attempt to build the future. Instead of protecting yesterday as success, he invested billions trying to create tomorrow as technology. Many of those investments required enormous patience. Some projects took years before producing results. Others faced criticism. Some failed completely, but innovation has always required experimentation. Mark accepted that risk. Today, Meta Platforms is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Its products connect billions of users every single day. Millions of businesses depend on Meta as advertising platforms. Millions of creators earn income through its applications. Entire industries have been built around social media, digital marketing, content creation, influencer businesses, online communities, and social commerce all grew alongside Meta as platforms. Because of this, many business experts consider Mark Zuckerberg one of the most influential entrepreneurs of the 21st century, not only because of his personal fortune but because of the global impact of the company he created. His influence extends far beyond technology. He changed communication, advertising, business, media, entertainment, politics, education, and the global digital economy. The most important lesson from his story is not simply becoming wealthy. It is understanding how wealth is created. Mark did not become successful overnight. He constantly improved his product, listened to users, adapted to changing technology, reinvested profits, took calculated risks, and always focused on long-term growth. He understood something that many entrepreneurs never do. Great companies are built over decades, not months. Every improvement, every innovation, every difficult decision helped Meta continue growing. His story reminds us that one idea truly can change the world, but only if someone is willing to keep improving it even after becoming successful. Talent creates opportunities, ideas create possibilities, but long-term success belongs to those who continue learning, continue adapting, continue innovating, and never stop building. Mark Zuckerberg transformed a university project into one of the most powerful technology companies ever created. His legacy is not measured only in billions of dollars. It is measured by the billions of lives that have been connected through technology. And the lesson he leaves behind is simple: dream big, build for the future, take intelligent risks, keep improving every day, think in decades instead of days. Because one great idea combined with relentless innovation can change industries, change the world, and create a legacy that lasts for generations.